Kanye West becomes the next president. What happens next?
Keeping Up with the Kardashians is recorded in the White House. That's it.
It's played on every public access channel during the showing. It becomes one of the most common talking points between citizens alongside the news. You get into a taxi, talk to the waitress, converse with the receptionist, your doctor, your financial advisor, friends, the sandwich maker, and every piece of discourse revolves around the Kardashian show. Kanye, looking to strengthen his popularity, starts subtly layering political messages into the show. 200+ million Americans tuning in daily, unknowingly gobbling up his rhetoric. Even those critical of him watch the show in order to not be socially stranded, to be able to keep up with office conversation. To be able to flirt with the cute colleague in accounting. Keeping Up with the Kardashians shapes American discourse, language, and culture. And Ray Bradbury begins to stir in his grave.
We've just had The Apprentice effectively in the White House, so it's not impossible. The Kardashians, just the natural evolution. We're all a bit bored by Trump and his glass-lifting antics. Season 1 was entertaining, but it's just been more of the same since. I think that if we bring in a new reality TV show family, it will spice things up again, possibly get another season out of this.
I dunno, man. I think he's better than Trump, but would still be terrible, because he doesn't know how anything works and is too arrogant to find out. He's not malevolent. That's about it. If he were to win, it would still be a symptom of the sickness afflicting American politics just as much as Trump has been. Consider, 0 accusations of rape, 0 implications of cheating. His greatest sins are arrogance and cynical marketing ploys. That being said, God help us if he were to somehow get elected.
National anthem is now Kanye rapping over a remixed and sampled Star Spangled Banner. Weed is legal countrywide. Kanye's face is on every US currency from pennies to the highest dollar amount. USD is now called Ye. You know, I thought Op was just having some fun posting a silly random question, but then I checked the news and yeah. Kanye West has legitimately announced he's running for president. And given 2020's track record so far, I've already resigned myself to the inevitability of President West in a few months. So I'm going to make a legitimate attempt at predicting what a President Kanye would be like. He'll be about as wildly incompetent as Trump has been, but considerably less evil. And there will be occasions when his desire to do good, and actually manages to line up with what the rest of us would also define as doing good, and that he somehow manages to work through our Byzantine government, to accomplish something worthwhile. But most of the time he'll fail at getting anything done, and will periodically pursue batshit insane policies that only he thinks are a good idea. Like he'll become convinced that he can achieve world peace, by getting all the world leaders together for a prayer session and furious that nothing ever came of it. Foreign leaders will also find him even easier to take advantage of than Trump, and will wind up with a lot of shitty trade deals as a result. He'll serve 2 terms because Democrats will once again go out of their way to sideline a popular progressive in favor of a boring centrist in 2024.
Kanye can't produce. Becomes the best producer. Okay, but he probably can't rap. Becomes the top hip-hop performer of the decade. Yeah, okay, but he's crazy, not like he could do anything else. Becomes one of the most desired and best-selling fashion collaborators on earth. Alright, but no one likes him. Marries a highly sought-after socialite, with a fortune that dwarfs his, building a seemingly pretty happy family with her, and together they are among the biggest philanthropists in Hollywood. Well, it's not like he can become president. Will you all stop underestimating this man?
We thank God that Trump is finally out of the White House.
I would love to see Kim make prison reform her big First Lady initiative. I really don't mind her and think she would do very well in that role.
Not a fan of his, but I'm sure he'd do at least some good for bringing more cultural appreciation for the arts in schools, so that's nice.
Y'all laugh, but I honestly would take him over Trump or Biden.
Kanye becomes a figurehead, while Kris runs everything behind the scenes. Suddenly the country regains its reputation, because Kris is the queen of reputation, and the executive branch returns to executing laws, instead of trying to make or change them. Kim takes on prison reform as her mission as the First Lady, but in truth is, she manages her husband's moods behind the scenes, and keeps him from blowing up the world. Armenia gets preferred status and the genocide gets publicly acknowledged, and the rest of the family visits for the Easter egg roll and stuff like that. So in conclusion, I think Chris would make a pretty good president.
Nothing. Like Trump hasn't actually done anything drastic, except piss off the opposition party, who control the media and want power. For regular Americans, everything is the same. Kanye will do just fine.
New laws are passed. Whales are illegal and will be killed on sight. All white supremacists groups and hate groups are considered terrorist, and that's what's good about America. You are only allowed to eat the white part of the steak. Suffering countries would be put out of their misery. Weed is illegal because it's not cool if it's legal. Rock and roll is only allowed in certain closed-off areas. We are gonna nuke Google HQ. I don't know, I could go all day.
He will surround himself with experts since he acknowledges he doesn't know everything. He admits to mistakes. That will be a nice change.
Can't get much worse though, can it? I mean, Trump's head would probably explode too, which would be a great bonus.
Every American gets a pair of Yeezys when you file your taxes.
Between him, Biden, and Trump, he honestly isn't that bad of a pick. I'm not going to vote for him, but I'm not gonna crucify anyone who does. Thanks for watching. If you have any views you want to share, please write them in the comments below. And if you like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe, so you don't miss out on more videos like this.